Welcome to Remember When with Diona Doherty, a podcast where I ask my guests to remember when something happened in pop culture history that they want to talk about. I know I normally forget to ask anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's not important.
You're probably under pressure doing a podcast in front of me.
No, I'm not.
Don't be. No, it'd be like doing a music gig and Mick Jagger sitting in the front row. Just don't worry about it.
And you think Mick Jagger's shite?
Huh?
And you're just not a Mick Jagger fan?
Everyone's a Mick Jagger fan. He's the greatest musician of all time.
All right. You're joining me in a week where I'm now the new face of Hughes Insurance. Because I fucking love online abuse. Aye. Yeah.
Class.
My guest this week is a wee man what loves a wee podcast.
Yep.
Shane Todd.
Thank you.
Shane Todd.
Thank you.
You're not actually wee, I don't know why it says wee.
Deceptively tall. Deceptive. We have this on the podcast all the time.
You're taller than what people think?
Yeah.
What height are you?
5'11". I think people think I'm about 5'7".
I knew you weren't 5'7".
You say 5'9".
I'd have said 5'9". I didn't know you were
5'11".
taller than me.
Yeah, 5'11".
Because I'm 5'10".
Yeah.
But I've always treated my height like a disability. Like I have Sean is so annoyed at me because I'm always going like, but I'm so fucking tall. He's like, you're not that tall. And I'm like, I'm taller than everyone I know ever in the world.
You're not freak tall.
No, but I act like I'm a freak tall. Like I think I carry myself like
You're
I'm
lanky.
ashamed of my height.
Yeah, you're lanky, but
Thank
you're not
you.
tall. Do you know what I mean?
I'm happy with
Like
lanky.
you're gangly, but you're not that.
Would you
you're
say
actually
I'm
not that.
gangly?
I think you're a short, gangly person. Yeah.
I'm happy with gangly.
Yeah.
But the thing is though, is I have one leg long, like one leg, that one of my legs
It's not real.
is shorter than the other, like a
Yeah.
pirate.
I think that too of me, but then sometimes I just sort of dip down in one. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know which one's the shorter one?
No.
I do. I
You
should
know
have
which
said
one? You know which one of my legs is shorter than the other?
the wee one with the wooden stump on the bottom. I should have said, if you say you've got one leg longer, that sounds like maybe like a wee bit sexual, doesn't it? Like you're like, I've got a.
Not at all.
Somebody might be into that. But then you've got one leg shorter.
Somebody might be into. What are you looking for in a partner? Oh, just love if one leg was
leg.
2 inches longer than the other. I know. I think it'd be very common. People have one leg longer.
But not everyone would know. So
No.
I was getting a sore back as a child and I went to the doctor and they were like, you need to put some inserts under one of your feet.
Oh, you're like Forrest Gump.
Fucking mad about
Did you have
chocolates.
calipers?
But I refused to wear it because I was already taller than all the boys.
Right.
And that's scundering when you're a teenager and you're trying to go with boys and you're taller than them.
Yeah.
And everyone's,
Oh boy, I have to go up. Oh,
Reaching
I
up.
do have a few times. It's not good. It's not a good look. Like
but boys are always shorter than girls when they were a teenager. Did you have to kiss girls like that or were you tall?
no, I was always the shortest in my year. I mean, in the year in school, like I was so small for a long time, and then I had a growth spurt when I was about.
Say that like
17.
every year you used to line up to make sure who.
They used to measure us. No, they didn't. I was just always like, the shortest in the year, and then something happened.
You just grew. See,
No, my family did a GoFundMe for
to
treatment.
get a wee height going.
For treatment.
In Turkey.
My knees, like, what they do is like like a lot of my leg is like cut off, and then there's extensions sort of built up and put
On
in.
both of them?
Yeah, but if they fell apart, I'd go down to 5. I'd be weird, all 5'4" now.
Do you think you'd have been a less successful comedian without your wee leg extensions?
No, I don't think my height plays any part in my success.
I think everyone's talking about it. It's the only thing makes you funny.
No, that's my hair. I think my hair plays a
You
big
haven't
part.
got your hair done properly today.
Sorry?
You've normally got more of a quiff happening. Quiff, not queef.
Okay, can I make Quiff Richard? Can I make confession?
Yeah.
The reason that my hair isn't really done, and by the way, also fuck you because it is, and the reason I'm wearing shorts, and the reason I'm wearing, for some reason, a Barcelona football training shirt is because when you text me at 10:30 and said you want coffee brought in, I realised we're doing a podcast today.
No way.
Yes, so that's why my hair isn't really done. I drove 300 mile an hour to get here.
That's how you do business. That's really shitty.
Yeah, I wait for a text. I'm not joking. No, I'd saved it in my calendar on the wrong day. Dan loves it.
No, because we did change a couple of times because your birthday's upcoming and I gave you your birthday off.
Yeah, you're not my boss.
Well,
I gave you your birthday off. Thank you, sire.
you can have it.
Yeah.
But that's what I feel like. I whenever I tell people about like one of my legs shorter, I feel like I have that voice, like I'm like the hunchback in Notre Dame.
Hello, sire.
Go like, come boys.
Yeah. That looks like that'll be your natural voice. Also, don't say come boys.
I meant like that's like
I was in a pop group when I was younger called
Called the
Come
Come
Boys.
Boys?
Yeah. And it was just me in it, which is weird.
And some man,
Yeah.
the manager, Louis, Louis, he'd fucking love it.
Louis C.K.
Tell you who was in a band who told me recently, Paddy McDonnell.
Was in what, like a boy band?
A boy band, and he's a photograph, and they're all wearing orange puffy jackets, and it's fucking
What were they called?
brilliant.
West Belfast Life?
Just Conboys. You know, it was something. No, they were named after another band that already had, like, they named themselves like fucking O-Town or something. Do you know, like Boyzone or we got a copywriting going on, but I desperately wanted to be in a band growing up.
Did you?
I
wanted
originally
to
wanted
as
to be a singer.
Yeah, me too.
Did
I
you?
loved that. Yeah. I loved that. Yeah.
I auditioned.
For
You're a star. Do you remember that in RT?
no. And I see why you didn't get it.
Yeah. I auditioned, right? I got
So
on.
what was this? Was this like a TV talent show?
It was like the OG of TV talent shows.
Right.
It was Pete Waterman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you call her? Linda.
Oh, narrow it down. Based on that, Linda Nolan.
No, I wish. It was Linda.
Linda McMahon.
Was she? Do you know who I'm talking about? No. She was Irish, but was she like some sort of fucking businesswoman, Linda?
Doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
She's shy. She was really rude to me anyway. And then somebody else. And I got on the bus from Derry, but I remember no one ever knew me as a singer. Like, I was like, I'm not a good singer, I don't sing.
Yeah.
But I was like, but I fancy being a pop star.
That's what everyone who thinks they can sing. That's what they say. I can't really sing.
Ooh. Yeah, I know. But I remember standing outside Smith's toy store at about 1 o'clock in the morning with my boyfriend at the time, who's, I shouldn't say. Anyway, definitely gay. And
What? Because like, was he there?
so I was letting him listen to my audition before
Right.
we got the bus to Dublin.
Right.
And I was like, I made him turn around and put his nose up against the bricks as I'll don't look at me whilst I'm singing, as I'll face the wall. So he had his stamp with his face at the wall, and I sang.
He's probably doing a bit of that now.
Yeah, in his closet. And I sang Rihanna's
Oh God.
Irreplaceable. No, that's Beyonce.
Well, you put a fresh twist on it.
Unfaithful.
Unfaithful. Unfaithful.
That's what I sang. And I went to Dublin, sang the song, and do you know what they said to me? No. I was the producers as well. I didn't make it to the judges yet. I know. And they were like, nah, can you do any Shakira? And I was like, obviously.
Yeah.
Big fan, know all the words. What do you hear? And then I just did an impression of Shakira. And they said no again. I literally was like, la 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 la, because I can't sing. And then
Underneath your clothes.
yeah, that's like
I'd have
Kermit
got
the
it.
Frog.
I'd have got it. No, it's like Shakira. There's an endless story.
That's Kermit the Frog.
Not Shakira. I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel you, mind.
One of the best songs I've ever written.
Yeah.
Wycliffe
One of
Jean.
the best songs you've ever written.
They've ever written.
Oh, I was like, lead with that.
And then they wouldn't let me through again, so I cried and told them how much the bus cost from Derry, and it was 4.5 hours long, and then they let me through.
What age were you?
I want to
Last year.
say like 27. No, it was like 16.
Right.
And then they let me through to the judges, and then that was a real shitstorm. I never made it to the TV, thank
Do you
fuck.
have a backing track?
No. I
Oh.
went a cappella.
You went in with the a cappella Rihanna.
A cappella Shakira. They wouldn't let me
Oh,
do
they didn't
Rihanna
let
for
you
the
do
judges.
Shakira?
By the time I got to and you couldn't Google the lyrics either. So by the time I got to the judges, I was all, and it's a man of fire and a holy stem and a holy bone, because I didn't know the fucking words.
Yeah.
Didn't get through.
Back then, you had to go to a library and ask them to print out the
Yeah,
lyrics.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, you look it
Do
up.
you know, go through one of those
Yeah.
like machines with a to the catch criminals.
I never auditioned for anything like that. Like I thought I was a great singer, and then me and this guy from work, whenever I was a dishwasher, I worked in a restaurant. Me and this guy, he played a bit of guitar. I thought I sang. I was like, I say we've got a formula here.
Yeah.
You play guitar, I sing. Let's go to his stepdad's house and just lay down some beats. You know, like let's record ourselves.
On what? What were you recording yourself on?
It was like an MP3 player that could also record, and we did.
You were so rich.
I was, I think, 15, 16. No.
rich.
This wasn't like it wasn't like an unbelievable studio. It was like his stepdad's house, which was like a terraced house just out the road here.
I'd love to have been in a house.
And we did Paolo Nutini, Jenny, Don't Be Hasty. And he was playing guitar. He didn't like play guitar,
Yeah.
but he's like, I think I could play guitar. And
Yeah.
I didn't sing, but I think I can sing. And we recorded it. thought we were killing. I looked at him during it. I was like, we're the next. Like, remember Journey South?
Yes.
I was like, we're the next Journey South. And we played it back. And it was the worst thing any of us had. He couldn't play guitar and I couldn't sing. And I was trying to sing like Palmatini. And it was horrendous. But for some reason, I don't know how this happened. Say about 4 or 5 years ago, I just developed the ability to sing.
Don't think you have.
No, I can mess about here and all. I'm a great singer. Like.
What's your favourite song to sing? Do you sing in the shower and in the car and all?
Yeah.
I sing like loud as fuck in the car.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
practice singing crying in the car in case I ever need it.
Ooh,
I might be in Les Mis. I might be in Les Mis one day.
How weird if you don't sing? How weird is it for someone to just be in the shower and just not do anything? You've got to sing in the shower. It's weird if people don't sing in the shower. I sing everywhere. What would I be best at singing?
Yeah.
Right. I could, if we wanted to, I could sing. Do you know what I'm brilliant at? But it's not really. It doesn't like get the people going, all that kind of thing. Daniel Merriweather, Red. Remember that song?
No.
Right. Well, I'm not going to sing it for you.
Why?
I
But
could
you're a great singer.
I could do Oasis. I can do like I can cross genres.
Right. You can mash up, is what you mean? Or do
Yeah.
you mean you can sing all the
No, I
genres?
can sing all the genres.
Because I have a knack for hearing a song
Yeah.
and being able to like blend it into another song.
Right.
Because I can hear a song and go, that's the same beat as the other song that I'm going to start singing now.
Right.
And then I'll sing the other song.
Can you give us an example of this?
Yeah. No lines underneath your clothes.
All you've done is stop singing
the
one and
same
started
song?
singing the other. No, it's a Shakira mashup. I'll give you that.
I need to have the music on, and it's very easy to do because I think all songs only have like 4 fucking notes or 4 chords or something.
Right.
People are lazy when they make music. But no, they
You're
are.
so bitter because you didn't get through that audition.
Yeah.
Musicians are lazy.
Yeah. But this is the thing, like I always think about people who sing like cover songs and all, like people who don't write. But surely
Yeah.
that's because
Every song's cover now. If you listen to like Cool FM or any station like that, all modern music is taken like 80s, 90s,
Yes.
even naughty. So like they're only going back a couple of years.
yeah, because my stepsons will like I'll be singing a song, they'll be all, how do you know that? And I'll be all, because it didn't fucking birth on TikTok, dickhead.
Yeah.
It's been out for ages.
I thought you were going to say my stepsons have just released a modern cover of
Yeah.
No Limits. You know?
But I desperately wanted to be a singer. Then I desperately wanted to be a TV presenter. I think I just desperately wanted to be on the camera, but couldn't find. Still trying to find what I'm good at.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Keep plugging.
Keep plugging away.
Keep plugging. That's what I'm doing. We'll just see eventually where we land.
You says that you've auditioned for things.
Yeah.
And you're just not striking the parts yet, and it's not getting them yet. But you think, because I am constantly getting auditioned for the wrong things, in my
Right.
opinion. Bad workman always blames the tools. But I am always getting, like one day I'll be auditioning for like an 18-year-old fucking student, and the next day I'll be auditioning for a 55-year-old drug lord's wife
Yeah.
who has 9 kids. And
I think you'd be great at that.
do you think I'm hard-faced enough?
Yeah.
I just think I don't look like I've got 55 years on me.
Yeah, I see even like
That's what she said.
anytime if I even get any audition and it's a husband, people are like, oh, you'll not get that.
No, same.
So I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
Or mum. I get auditioned for mum all the time. It's like, but
well, I think I'd get that.
you'd get mum.
Yeah, I get a role of a mum easier than I get a role of a dad. But
I think if they were ever to make a movie about Wimbledon,
yeah.
you'd make a cracking ball boy.
What?
I think you'd be so good.
As a 33-year-old guy, you think I'd be in the white polo shirt, the white shorts? You think I look like I should be standing like this?
Yeah. And also that you have
Doing
to run
scurry?
and then
Yeah.
stop very
Yeah.
suddenly.
Oh, I definitely
Like
have.
a wee meerkat.
And take this whatever way you want. I definitely have ball boy energy.
Yeah.
Big ball boy energy. Running about chasing Tim Henman.
Yeah.
What about when they go to throw it and then the player didn't want it, so they kind of don't commit. They're like oh.
Yeah.
It's such a like.
And then you have to go.
You look like such a nerd doing it anyway,
Yeah.
but when you get it wrong, it's so bad.
So you could be the lead in that movie, but this
Right.
movie would be
You think that's a movie they're going to make?
big ball boy energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Ball Boy Energy, the movie.
Yeah.
They're making a movie about Wimbledon ball boys.
boys.
Right, yeah.
No, just one.
Right.
Just one Wimbledon ball boy.
Nobody else is in it.
And his race to success.
Right.
And how he's just watching Tim Henman and your man Federer all the time. Federer?
Well,
Federer?
definitely more vowels than that, but whatever.
Roger Federer?
Yeah. Absolutely not.
Why can't I say his name?
I don't know.
Roger Federer. Your man Raj.
Roger.
Yeah, Roger. And so the story will
What
be...
do you call that hat people wear? Pharrell Williams always wear one.
You're constantly trying to become a wee tennis boy, but nobody wants you to be the tennis boy because you're a bit shit.
Right.
But someday you're going to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
And one night when the courts are locked up, you're in practicing and you get...
I'm just practicing my throwing.
No, you're...
Running after the ball.
You've got a bat, but it's like Mr. Miyagi.
I've got a pet bat.
You've got a bat.
Oh, right. I thought you meant
Tennis
like on my
bat?
shoulder.
No, not that day. And you're practicing, but you're not allowed to hit the ball yet. Like Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off. You're not allowed to actually. So you've just got a bat with no ball, and you're just doing this.
So I want to be a ball boy. So I'm practicing playing tennis.
You don't want to be nobody wants to be a fucking ball boy.
Right.
You just bring the big ball boy energy.
Oh, so now it's got more tragic. So my dream was to be a tennis player.
Yes, and
But
you're
I
on the
end up as a
sideline.
ball boy.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you're
that's
gonna
good.
be a ball boy, you're gonna be a fucking great big ball boy.
Right.
Big ball boy energy. Yeah.
Right.
That's the story. You nail that.
Sounds good.
Or you could play a wee fucker. Do you know, like, I think you could, by looking at you right now,
Mm-hmm.
you look like a bit of a Tory who's
Excuse me?
who's on a day off. So I think if they were making a movie about Boris Johnson,
Yeah.
you could play
His wee mate.
a wee fucker,
Yeah. His wee mate, like a wee advisor.
gets away with shit, as we aid,
No, but like he's a work experience Tory aide.
whose dad normally works there,
Yeah.
and his dad's he's off in the sick. We can't talk about it.
Well, that works because my dad in real life is Jacob Rees-Mogg. So that's good.
That's what it is.
No, here's the thing about me. I have Labour opinions, but Tory skin.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
you've got a real Tory look
I have a
about you.
Tory face, but a Labour heart. I'm with
Yeah.
you, and I don't know any of the Labour I don't know any policies for any political
No, I know,
parties or
but
anything.
don't you just love being like those bastard Tories?
I don't know anything.
notion
I don't
what
know
they're doing.
anything about them. Nobody here does.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. Labour's where it's at. I don't know what any of
No.
their policies are.
Do you know whenever I A, have a drink with me, or B, like start a conversation where I'm adamant that I'm right, and by the end of it I have to get on as if it's like my biggest passion. I've had a notion. One night me and Sean were having a drink and we always put on like Christy Moore. We were watching Christy Moore and Sean was all, I think I would die, you know, like if for United Ireland. And I was all, you don't give a fuck. And he was all, no, I don't think I do. So you are the least political person. You have no political opinions. And he's all, I got die. He listened to Listen Varna once and he's all, I'd fucking die
But also,
for this country.
can I just say, a completely non-political song from
Oh, I know.
Christy, Listun Varna, about the town or village
Yeah.
or whatever it is. Of like, oh, Listun Varna. Sean's got his heart on his
Or
sleeve.
was that one he was
like,
on?
yes.
Yeah, you have to bring a shovel if you want to go to work. And he was like, I'd fucking die for
Yeah.
this country.
My little Honda 50 and Sean's crying, drinking the dry colour.
Yeah, like no need whatsoever. But I'm not political at all, and I don't understand any of it. But I have to pretend I understand stuff for the blame game.
You look like an independent. In 10 years, you look like sort of person who'd be an independent candidate and you make your own posters by hand.
But any time over the years, I've made my own posters for gigs or like drama clubs for like if I was trying to like.
Wouldn't have been your mate when I was younger.
No, I can't. All the spelling's wrong.
Right.
Even though I'm a good speller,
Yeah.
can't be Irish proofreading.
Right.
I'll never proofread a thing,
Yeah.
which gets me.
Your heart.
I'm like,
See, at the owner, she doesn't proofread.
I don't.
Off on your motorbike.
What a badass.
Yeah.
Don't proofread. It's even text. My text don't make sense. I have a friend who's just, anytime I used to write the word cunt in a text, my phone would change it to Cynthia.
Yeah.
Like the name Cynthia.
I get all my spellings wrong and have autocorrect. I don't know how that's possible, but I can't be bothered to change it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's my
Yeah.
attitude. Like,
Yeah, because you've got them wrong that amount of
So many
that your
times.
phone has went, they must have changed the language and this is now how we're going to write the
Yeah.
words.
yeah.
Yeah, that's called being thick.
Yeah. Do you
Shane.
burp?
Yeah, that's just burp.
Just clarify. Just making sense.
It's fine to burp, just not to fart.
I'm just finding out what level we're at.
Yeah.
And now I know, so it's all good.
I've just burped. Fine to burp, not to fart though. I would fart in front of a single
I'm
person.
not really a burp guy. I can't really burp. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't really burp. No, it's not that I want to and I choose not to. I just don't really burp.
Do you fart?
Yeah.
My daughter, for the
Like
first time.
once a year.
Mm,
No, obviously.
you're getting confused about years and.
Obviously,
hours
but
now.
I'm like a you know, like a cat going off to like do its business.
Yeah.
You'll see me just
Privately.
on the brow of a hill. Yeah.
My daughter yesterday did the first time that she did a fart in the
By
lab.
the way, you asked me, do I fart? And I was like, yeah. Like, why did I need to answer that?
You could have just, well, you obviously
Like
fucking
Kim Jong
fart.
Un, remember he's like, remember in North Korea they were like Kim Jong Un doesn't shit. Do you know this?
No.
So they put out Dan, is it Kim Jong Un or Kim Jong Il? Who's the dad? Dan fucking loves North Korea, so he'll know. He's a big sympathizer. Kim Jong Un. Yeah, I think Kim Jong Un was the dad.
Hold on, so his dad's called,
There's Kim Jong Un and Kim Jong Il,
is one of, are they related? Why have they got different surnames?
because Kim.
Kim's their surname?
Yeah, but they say it.
Is that how it works?
Yeah. Oh, Kim Jong Il, right? So Kim Jong Il was the dad, was the dictator of North Korea.
Yeah.
And obviously they're like, like a private nation basically, so they don't have like outside TV or
Yeah, of
media
course,
or
yeah,
anything
yeah,
like that. So he put out all these facts about himself through the government.
People can't fact check.
Yeah, and one was that he doesn't shit. He just doesn't. And it's like, don't worry about it, he just doesn't. Also, he played golf once in his life, 18 holes, got 18 holes in one. He's the greatest golfer of all time.
But by 18 holes in one, do you mean he hit the ball once and it just went
18.
in and out and then the next
Yeah.
one and then, because that's what that sounds like.
They would say stuff like that and everyone's watching it like, all right, well.
That's fucking
I don't think the
wild.
people there believe it though.
No. Also, you'd be so fucking sick if you never shot.
Yeah. And you'd be entering
literally
like,
full of
and
shit.
you'd be entering all golf tournaments like.
Yeah.
Just join the PGA Tour.
But my daughter farted and pissed herself laughing, and I was like, she has arrived.
Right.
Because as soon as you start realising farts are funny,
Yeah.
because they are,
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
I'll always put a wee fart joke on something. I don't care if people think it's cheap. Farts are so fucking funny.
Yeah. It's true.
But burps aren't funny. They're just rude.
No,
Even when
because
filming.
people aren't awkward about it. People will burp kind of like no problem as you just.
But then do you not think, like, when did we all start getting, like, when did we start going, right, let's cover certain bits of our body? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
why are we covering?
It had to be the first guy with a pin dick.
Yes.
He's like, no, we're not doing this naked thing.
no. It's just really rude.
He got straight into a lab and he's like, all these measurements and all, and he's like, I've come up with a pants.
Yeah.
Like, why do we need that? He goes, just fucking, just stick them on and
Yeah,
all.
yeah. If you don't,
Hide our big
dick will
massive
fall
dicks.
I've made mine down, my skirt's down to my knees to cover my big dick, or
Yeah.
big duts.
Big
Cover,
dudes.
cover big duts.
Pin dicks and big dudes. It's
Pin
Christy
dicks.
Moore song.
Yeah, because Khloe Kardashian famously has a massive dut.
Right, I didn't know that.
Well, I didn't know that was a thing,
Right.
but you can have a wee dick and a big dut. I don't know what sort of sex life that would be, but you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
have a wee dick. And
Don't let anyone tell you you can't. You can do it if you want.
You can fucking do it.
Yeah, I didn't know she had that.
Pardon?
I didn't know she had that.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about like the Kardashians and
Neither
stuff.
do I. I used to watch them as a guilty pleasure, and if Sean came in, I would just like turn it over because I was ashamed that I would watch shite like that.
Right.
But now I understand that it is actual shit, and I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't watch Love Island or anything like that.
I'll be watching tonight. The night we record this is long.
Is it on tonight?
I'll watch it, yeah.
Is it on tonight?
Yep. Swear. Not
And
making
do you
it up.
know who's on it? No.
No, what I do is I take a passing interest until like the last week and then I'll watch it a bit.
No, are you watching it to stay topical, to know what's going on in the world?
No,
or
no,
you
no,
actually
no,
are
no, no, no,
interested?
no. I'm sort of interested. I very, very, very rarely watch TV.
Yeah.
And when I do, it's going to be something shit.
Shit. Yeah.
It's going to be like
To tune
something
out.
easy to watch. You're watching other people being like, thank God, this is not my life.
Mm.
You know, like the whole, all the stuff they're doing, the fact that they're like exposing themselves so much,
Yeah.
and you're like, it's definitely like watching a burning building. But I do like watching it.
A burning building.
No, yeah. No, I like watching Love Island.
I cannot believe the money they come out to. Like the money, and that they come out with like 500,000 followers, and the fucking deals, like the millions they make straight away.
I don't know if they make millions,
They
but
do. You're getting Maura Higgins.
well, the sort of top ones
Yeah.
do, right? But my reading of it is, you're only fresh for that year that
Yeah.
you come out. Plus, it's not even a year because by the time you come out, you've got like they have this
10 months.
opportunity of maybe even less, like 6 months, I'd say, where you've got to set up businesses. You got to make as much money as possible in that
Yeah.
time. And the smart ones like set up brands and businesses and
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Long term. Like Nadine
Yeah.
Coyle when she went to LA and bought a candle shop.
Did she buy I thought she had a bar.
She had a bar too. Nadine's Irish Mist.
Yeah. Is this still going?
It's a hotspot in LA.
I wonder, is the bar still going?
Her dad runs it.
Oh, really?
and her sister's working it, and her wee sister, who I went to school with, whatever, went to school with both of them. No, I didn't. They were in my school, not in my year.
Right.
And
Didn't know she had a candle shop.
worked with a
I
ding.
know.
I forgot about
Didn't
that.
mention her candle shop.
It's probably, it could be on its fucking arse. Who knows?
Right.
But she has a candle shop, and did I tell you what I used to tell people that I knew Nadine Coyle?
No. I mean, it's conceived like to people outside of Derry. If you
Think
say
we-
you know her, I'd just be like, oh, fair enough, you know her.
Yeah.
You know?
No, but so what happened was, so we went to the same school,
Mhm.
but I was a first year and she was a fifth year when I jumped, right?
Was she famous in school?
No.
I thought she had acting and stuff, like young.
No. Her first taste of fame was Pop Stars, The Rivals, when she
Are you
pretended
sure
about her
she
age.
hadn't acted in things before that?
She acted in our school musical of West Side Story. No, of fucking Sound of Music.
Fucking Sound of Music.
Fucking Sound of Music.
All right, hey, welcome to fucking Sound of Music.
She had a proper part.
Right.
One of the kids. I was some shit nun in the chorus.
Right.
They didn't lip sing by herself because she was all.
Yeah.
They're like, it's the Sound of Music, and I'm all.
It's time for Africa.
And we were in that, but I clung to that for years and was all me and her done shows
You've
together.
worked with her. You've collabed.
I've worked with her,
You
is
have?
what I used to say.
Yeah.
Well, I've worked with her, not knowing that someday she'd fucking end up in Soft Border Patrol.
Yeah.
And I was like, please don't make me have any
She was
scenes.
brilliant in that.
Oh, she was brilliant in it?
So good. Funny.
Yeah. Well, that's
You
the
know?
name of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, but you don't necessarily expect someone who is a pop star.
And not known for being funny.
Yeah, you're like, is she going to take herself really seriously? Am I going to like, if I'm taking the piss a bit, and obviously there's a line there, you're not going to go too far, but like if I'm taking the piss a bit, is she going to be really offended and all that
Yeah.
sort of thing? And she was like, she's giving it back. It was brilliant.
She's from Derry. She gets it.
Yeah, she was really
She
good.
understands. But because you could get someone who's like a complete fucking.
Yeah, and says like, oh, I'm not up for that, or, you know, gives you like a weird look.
Nadine got full shafted though after Girls Aloud when Cheryl Cole, Tweety, whatever she is now, because obviously, wasn't it Andy Cole she was married to? Cheated on her, and then she wasn't it Andy Cole? Oh no, that's the guy.
Now this is it's niche. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And only some people are going to pick up on how funny that is. Dan over in the corner being one. But thinking that Cheryl Cole was married to Andy Cole
Hold on, he's the fella had Jordan's Wayne.
is
Didn't he have a Wayne to
that
Jordan?
was Dwight York's strike partner.
Fuck.
Why do you not know your 90s footballers?
I don't know. I don't know fucking know my 90s pop stars.
It was
either.
Ashley Cole.
Ashley Cole.
Yeah.
That's who she married.
Do you want to hear the number
Who's
one?
Andy Cole?
Andy Cole played for Man United. No relation to Ashley. But do you know what one of the best jokes in the 90s in the playground was?
What?
You hear Man United are selling coal? $2.50 a bag? Killed every time. So
That's
sorry.
niche.
She got shafted.
Yeah, because Cheryl got cheated on, got famous from it, and then got the X Factor, and Nadine, with the best voice in the band, had to go
Well,
buy a fucking candle shop in LA, didn't
Can I
she?
just say, not just the best voice in the band. She was the band.
She
And
was
the other
band.
girls forgot that. If you listen to Girls Aloud songs,
Yeah.
it was Nadine singing,
Yeah.
and they're in the background.
Yeah.
Ooh, the odd ooh, and repeating the line, or they had the odd line there. She,
Nicola and Kimberly never got anything. They could have not been in that band, and it wouldn't have made a difference. God love them.
yeah,
God bless their wee souls.
Nadine was the heartbeat of that band. She
Yeah.
was the band. She had by far the best voice.
It was like me and FNT. I was
She looks like a pop star. She sounds like a pop star. She's a pop star.
She's a pop star. That is one of the worst Louis Walsh impressions I have ever heard.
I know. Do you know what? I started off not really committed to it.
Yeah.
And then I didn't want to start trying hard at it because
meet
I'm not that
Dave.
good at it. Yeah, he's brilliant at
He
it.
does a fantastic
Yeah,
Louis.
he does.
Only because he's worked with him on that capacity.
No, he does a good Louis Walsh. I do a good Louis Spence.
Louis Spence.
Yeah.
Your guy from Pineapple.
Louis Spence from Pineapple Dance Studio. It's good. No, I haven't done it in a while because he hasn't been famous in 12 years, but
Yeah.
there you go.
I bet you if you saw him now, he would look like somebody who used to be a dancer and is definitely not a dancer anymore.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's still a move. I think
Do you
he's
think he's in
surprised.
good nick?
I don't know, but I think he'd surprise you with his moves.
But there gets to a stage where when your life was being so physical, and then all of a sudden you're not a dancer anymore.
Yeah.
You tell me you don't go to McDonald's for breakfast every day.
Yeah, that's true.
You
That's true.
fucking
You could get him on. I think he's at a level. No disrespect to him, because look,
or
the guy's-
disrespected me.
been there and done it all. No, but I think you could. That's true.
How rude.
I think you could get him on the pod. I mean, there's a time where, let's not kid ourselves, we couldn't, even on Tea With Me, you couldn't have got, if you said, I want to get Louis Spence on as a guest, people would have laughed at you.
Yeah.
But I think now, if you wanted him on the pod, you get him on.
I would love Chico.
You get easily get Chico.
Do you think I'd have to
Run
fly
people
them
by
in?
me and I'll tell you whether I
Right.
think you'd get them on or not.
I
I
would-
think, by the way, yes, you'd probably have to fly these people over, but like you'd cover their flights and £200.
I'm not investing too much in an episode. Right. I'd love Chico.
For a Chico episode, break internet.
Yeah. Could I also get Gay Byrne?
He's dead, so no.
Fuck, is he?
Yeah.
When
You have to
did he
pay a
die?
lot more. than
I
that.
have to get him that fucker exhumed.
It's CGI.
To get permission from the fam.
Yeah. So
Um,
no, I think he's unrealistic.
Right. I want one of the fellas from S Club 7.
Yes.
Paul.
See, when you started as one of the fellas from, you could get him.
Do you think I could get H?
Yep.
That's a W.
Well, he wouldn't. He'd be disrespected by you doing that, but you get Ace from Steps easily. Yeah.
Did you ever remember those? Do you know the wee things, water hydrant things, and it looks like a wee gravestone and has a H on it, and everyone used to send the pictures of it going, H from Steps is dead, but it was actually
I didn't know that,
a
but I
wee
like
fire
it.
hydrant.
I like it.
It's really, really funny.
Yeah.
Who would you want to get on tea with me?
Oh, I wouldn't mind sitting down for a cup with Andy Peters.
Andy Peters is the best TV presenter.
He's
all
underused. He's
time.
criminally underused.
Oh, no. Do you know that's his company?
What is? That's
Andy
it.
Andy Peters comes on and does the giveaways on
Yeah.
This Morning, fucking Lorraine.
Are you telling me he's running the companies that do the
That's
competitions?
his company.
Ooh.
He is.
He's making a few quid. But I think, see shows like Good Morning Britain or whatever, he's not like a serious news guy, but Andy Peters needs to be front and center. Why is Andy Peters not doing the one show? Who the fuck presents the one show nowadays? Andy Peters.
Those Welsh ones. Anybody from Wales.
Get Andy Peters in.
Can't even understand them.
I'd love Andy Peters. Keenan and
Andy
Kel would be
Peter-
great.
Andy Peters owns that company, right? That does all them giveaways. Does he only works a wee half hour a day? Does he fuck? Why would he want to present the one show come on at 5 in? I know what time it's on. It's on in the
That'd be
evening.
so early because it's on like 7 at night.
Whatever time it's on. Why does he want to be doing that?
You'd be a nightmare on set. Dean was here 13 hours early. You're just sitting there with sandwiches. All right,
Or late.
I'll wait here.
Or sandwiches. My wee cool bag.
Yeah.
But he's fucking on there giving away, and he's in a different country every week.
And he doesn't even give you it.
No.
He just says he is because he runs it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's a small print.
It's always won by A. Peters.
Do you remember that guy who got loads of credit cards and then changed the small print
Yes.
to say
done
never
that
had to
back.
give the money back,
Yeah.
and then bought loads of shit and they
Yeah.
could do nothing about it?
Yeah.
He's my hero.
Yeah.
Him and the
You want
guy.
him on?
I want
You
him
can
on.
get him on.
Could I get the man on who for 30 years sat outside some museum or
not
zoo
true.
or something?
It's not true.
Oh,
I know.
How's
Sorry to
that
say.
not true?
Apparently it's not true.
he sat outside
It's just an
charging
urban
people
myth.
in.
Aye. The car park. Apparently it's an urban myth. But no, someone like
If he
someone
was
like him
real-
sounds hard to get, you know, because he's
'Cause he's-
elusive. He's
yeah.
elusive.
He's anonymous.
Yeah. But it'd be a great clip.
Yeah, a great a clip of
Yeah. For him to finally explain how he got away with it and that kind of thing, that'd be good.
like, but he would be a wee old man. He'd be like, I just didn't know. I thought that was my job.
Where was he from?
Well, nobody
Space?
knows. He
I
doesn't-
asked Dan and Mike, who work on my podcast and yours, whether we should or whether it would be possible to get Johnny Adair on, and everyone I spoke to was like, potentially the worst idea you've ever
Why
had
would you
ever.
want him on?
I don't know. I just thought he's
Do
just
you even know, like, what his political orientation is?
a fair idea. Former Johnny Adair.
Because you
No,
were saying
I
you
don't
weren't
think.
too politically aware.
Yeah, I don't think you look at Johnny Adair and go,
Wonder
that
which
man's
side."
sitting on the fence.
Yeah. he's him and Naomi Long
Yeah.
having the notion what's going on. Yeah.
I think it's our hosting a new podcast right here.
Yeah. On the fence.
The long and short of it.
That's a TV show that's a radio show by Tim McGarry.
Being serious?
Tim McGarry has a radio show called The Long and Short of It.
There you go.
And also, I've had words with him about it because it's the only thing he's produced in the past 10 years that I'm not in. The bastard.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He's phasing you out.
He is phasing me out.
Wow.
Because Get My Headpieces back this year, and have I received a script yet?
Oh, can I give you an exclusive?
Yeah.
I'm playing you now.
No, you?
I'm playing your part. Yeah.
I'm scundered. I'm raging though because I play obviously Uncle Andy's. It's not obvious if you watch Give Me Headpieces. If you don't watch Give Me Headpieces, it's not obvious. His daughter, and I've still peddling the idea that they give me like a full mustache and the same hairdo as him,
Right.
but they're not. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But that would be so much funnier if I was a literal like. Do you remember Ant and Dec had little Ant and Dec?
Yeah.
If I could be like the
Right.
Uncle Andy, even though I'm taller than him,
Yeah.
because of my huge ogre size.
Was it weird? It'd be weird if you went back just in general be weird if you went back to your childhood. Like, that'd be weird, first of all. But imagine you went up to you and you went, I'm you from the future. You're going to be Uncle Andy's daughter when you're older.
I'd be like, who's Uncle Andy? I don't watch that show.
Did you not?
Do you know? I know you said you watched it with your granny and your granny hated it. But no, I did watch it. I did. My mum and dad loved it. I didn't watch it. Like I think the jokes over my head because I didn't
Over your headpiece?
over my headpiece because I didn't understand any of them because I wasn't like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was very apolitical. My daddy would be very political, and he was all to me like he raised me not to know anything.
Right.
He's like, I'm just going to give you no information, then you'll not be neither annoyed or
Yeah.
happy whenever there is or is not a United Ireland.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just much easier. Are you gonna raise your kids with a religion or without a religion?
Wow, what a mad question. Probably without. I mean this in a nice possible way. I don't care.
Aye.
If you want one,
Let
have
them
it.
decide themselves.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think about that kind of thing. It plays so.
Oh my god, I think about it all the time.
It plays so little of a part in my life. Really, like, and sometimes it's hard to say you're not religious because you don't want to sound like that is
Yeah.
like making fun of someone who is. And again, in the best possible way, I don't care if someone's like, "Hey, I'm a massive Christian," I'd be like, "I don't like. Good luck. I don't care one way or the other." It's a bit like someone saying they're gay. I'm like, no disrespect, and hope you take it as a compliment. I don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
not
I
interested
don't
to me.
care. Yeah,
How you're banging.
yeah, exactly.
Unless
That's
it's like your mash on.
that's your
then you'd
business.
want to know.
Yeah, your business is your business. Good, fair play. Like,
I came home one
religion's the
day
same.
from being in work and Sean had 2 Mormons in the living room.
So you're gonna say he's fucking a guy?
He was fucking my ma.
2 Mormons in the living room.
Yeah, and they were having a ball. And they gave us the Book of Mormon.
Right.
And he was like, he's just so intrigued and
Yeah.
sat with him. They were in our house for maybe 2 or 3 hours. And when they left, the only thing I could remember is that I was like, why, like, they won't take paracetamol. And I was like, but what if you've got a wee sore
Why
head?
was Sean? Why is he bringing Mormons in
They were
trying
at
to
the
give them
door. It was
paracetamol?
a slow work week, Shane. He
Right.
was just like, guys, I
Only one thing for it.
I ain't got nowhere to be.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Yeah.
Out of the rain there. Take your clothes off.
I'm I'm polite to people like that,
Yeah.
but you're not coming into my house
Oh no, he'll fucking bring you in the house.
because I haven't signed up for that. Them taking up anyone that comes over. Can I try and sell you? It's like, well, I used to work in a call center, so sales away. So I'm not going to be a dick, but I'm going to be like, so I apologize. I don't have the time, but thank you.
What
Good
call
luck.
centre did you work in?
I worked on one up a road, a wee charity call center. I worked there for like 3 years.
Full time?
Yeah. And it was after education. And I said, like, I'm
Whose
going to do
education?
this.
Yours?
Mine. Yep. And I said, after education ended,
After they
in general,
stopped it.
I was like, I'm going to do this for loads of comedians were doing call center. Mickey was
Nah.
doing it.
Stop. Making yourself feel better.
Huh?
I'm joking. No. Go on.
But I was like, I'm going to do this for like 6 months because it's shitty work. It was minimum wage. I was like, I'm going to do this during the day. I'm going to gig at night.
Yeah.
And then 6 months I'll stop. And I did it for like near 3 years.
Do you ever wish that sometimes you didn't have a career so you could just like some days I'm like I can't be arsed with like having to like be productive and come up with shit and think of some days I just want to just not get showered and like I'd be like fuck having any drive.
Well, the days I think like that, I don't do work.
Yeah.
But there's not that many of them. But when they come, I'm like,
Because it feels like you're doing so much all the time. It's while exhausting even looking at you sometimes.
well, it's like any job at all. Like sometimes you just can't force it. So like, yeah, if it was
Before I get on stage, sometime I'm like, I would love to like not be doing this for a job. I'm about to shit myself, shit or vomit.
first time I did Ulster Hall, I walked from the Ulster Hall to the Tesco's on Dublin Road to get like water and something else. And I remember thinking, I was so excited to do the gig, and I remember thinking, part of me was like, I could just keep walking past this
really?
Tesco's. I could just walk through Botanic.
Everyone's seated and ready to watch the show.
Yeah, it would be so easy for me just to keep walking. And I don't know why I had that feeling because I wanted to do the show.
Yeah.
But in my head, it's a bit like when you're at the top of a mountain or something, you're like, I theoretically could
Jump
just hop off.
Oh my God.
I was like, part of my brain was like, it would be class if everybody was in that venue and you just walked to Lisburn.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I thought that.
Never returned.
Yeah. I haven't had that really ever had that thought again, but it's because it was the first time in such a big venue.
But
I got scared.
I have intrusive thoughts like that all the time.
Yeah.
Wee bit worrying. But you know, like if you're standing at the top of the stairs and you're all like, what if I just
Never had that.
threw this dog?
Sorry?
No. But do we have thoughts? We're like, what stops you from doing magic?
yeah.
Like you're driving, like, because we're also like systemized or whatever the word is. Do you know, like you're all
Not
like not that anyway, like, but do you know, like you drive in the lane and you're like, but I could
Yes.
easily, and most days I do, I'm outside the lines, like, but like you could easily just go whoosh and fly into someone.
I think that about other people. I think, what's to stop someone just not coming the opposite way to me and just driving in the middle of the lines in
Yeah.
the middle of the road? Why does everyone stick to it?
But that's what I mean, because we're all like,
Yeah.
what's the word? Where we're all responding to like the government and doing exactly.
Yeah.
But like sometimes I'd be like, you can actually do what you want. You don't have to sleep at night and stay awake during the day.
Yeah.
You could do it the other way around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a crack whore.
Yeah.
You could be up all night.
Or
and
someone
sleep.
working a night shift.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a crack
Or
whore.
somebody in the NHS, just like a nurse. Not a nurse crack whore.
All these crack whores staying up late at night.
Yeah, saving lives. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, I don't even know what your question was, but
I imagine I was talking about jobs, about your career.
yeah,
About like,
call center. It was one where I was like, I'm going to work here for 6 months. It's going to be easy work, and then I'm going to gig at night, and then very quickly got into that way of like, maybe I'll work a few more hours because I'll get more money for it, and then create. And I remember my first few weeks, I would sit on the phones, but I'd have a notepad, and I was writing material. I was writing thoughts down. It was
There's
like,
your
this
movie.
is brilliant. 2 or 3 weeks in. Wasn't really doing a lot of that. Fast forward like a month, I'm just like drained.
Yeah.
I'm just like a
Mr.
robot.
Call Centre guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can still nearly remember the script that you had to phone people and say, because you had to be word for word on it.
Give us it.
Hello.
This is your audition for
hello, is that
Call Centre guy.
Mrs. Whoever? I didn't say that. Is that whoever? I said, is that Mrs. Doherty? My name's Shane. I'm calling on behalf of insert name of charity. Hope I'm not disturbing you there. And most people at that point, if they're smart, would say, you are, fuck off.
Yeah.
And if they said no, I go, great. We're hosting an autumn raffle for the charity. We're asking people if we can send out a small book of raffle tickets for you to sell amongst friends or family. Do as best you can whenever you're finished. If you can send them back to us, that would be great. And then there was another bit, and you go, so would I be able to send that out to you? And what you were asking people to do is sell raffle tickets, friends and family,
Yeah.
put money in an envelope, send it to, and it was like Children's Hospital down south.
Yeah. Oh,
I know.
not local. But were you getting passive aggressive? Like if somebody went, actually, I don't have time, and you're
Never.
all, but you just said I
Never.
wasn't disturbing you.
Not me, no.
You just said.
Because you had like a target to hit of
Yeah.
people to get to say yes.
Yeah.
And that's good and bad. That's bad because people would then like sometimes maybe tricking people into like
Right.
taking them. Just being like, somebody might go, I wouldn't have time to sell them. And they go, oh, just sure, I'll send them anyway. And it's like, you're doing that to meet your target.
Yeah.
But I also, if you hit your target, I think you got an extra 50p an hour. And people were like, oh, come on here. And I was like,
Accumulatively, that's
it's not worth that. Like,
the stress.
it's not worth tricking people.
Yeah.
Let's use the word tricking.
I worked in a call centre for a summer one time, and I didn't actually have to go on the phones because they were on strike the whole time I worked there. So we used to come in at 10, finish at 2, play the Wii the whole day. It was in the BT Tower
Why
building.
did they keep it open?
The day I joined, they were like, there's a strike now from that day.
Holy shit.
And I was there for 3 months and never lifted a phone. Played the Wii for 3 months, got paid a full-time wage, got a Friday off.
That's unreal.
Unreal. No, but it was one of those, like I remember doing
But why did they have to go into work if they were on strike? Was that just part of it?
it was like somebody else was on strike, but we weren't trained, so we couldn't fill in because we were like new staff. So they were like, we have to bring you in to make it seem like we're doing something, but we just played the Wii. We did fuck all.
That's
It's
class.
Unreal. But I remember doing my interview for that because it was a full-time position, permanent, but I was going back to uni after the September.
Right.
But you have to be all, they're like, you have to pretend you're
I'm
going to
passionate about this.
I'm so passionate. Why do you want to work in this call centre?
Yeah.
I used to always go, like, I'm just like, my intercommunication skills or some fucking
I love
jargon.
speaking to
gap.
people. Yeah, fuck. I
just wanna be
hate
here.
It. I hate it. Love the people I work with, but hate it
Yeah.
so bad. And it was not good for stand up because you're doing that repetition all day and delivering stuff like this, like this, like
Yeah.
this. And then when you do stand up, I think my stand up became like that as
Yeah.
well. You know, where I'm just reciting stuff.
You're in the middle of your Palomino impression and you end up selling them raffle tickets.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, I can't really sell tickets. I said, oh no.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't good.
And I remember going into that job every day and just sitting and fucking eating Subway
That's
and playing the Wii.
brilliant.
The best. I have
So good.
never had to do an honest day's work in my life.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Every job I've had, it's been like, here, I remember giving leaflets through doors for a charity that was collecting black bags of clothes. Do you remember them?
Yeah.
Right, but I was working for a dodgy firm that I didn't realise, and they weren't a charity. They were just collecting all the clothes and selling them. And I got fired after one day because I went around 10 houses and then was all, fuck that, put them in the bin, went home, went for a nap, and then they rang me the next day and they were
Crazy
all
they sacked you for that.
crazy. But they were also dodgy.
Yeah.
Because it was like, we usually get like a haul of like 30 black bags, and there was one black bag in your area, and you're off
Right.
the street, bitch. And they took me off the street.
You never be kept off it.
No.
You're like, no.
I'm still out there
Yeah.
trying to get those
Grinding.
black bags of clothes. Yeah. Weighing them myself. Yeah, I was always the fucking worst employee in anything. I used to work in Debenhams, and I used to go for naps in the disabled toilets. Full naps.
That's wrong on so many levels. Like,
If somebody needed it, I'd let them in.
oh, that.
But
oh,
I'd be
you're a
napping in
good
it
person.
whilst they came in. I'd put the wet floor shine outside, like no joke. I don't
Oh,
care because
wow.
I'm hoping not to go back and work there.
I was pretty good. I have a problem with
Authority.
yes and no. Like, I can sort of be like, okay, I can swallow it a bit. But sometimes if someone says something has to be done,
Yeah.
I'll be like,
Does it?
that actually doesn't
No.
need to be like that, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with the thought. I'm not like disruptive, but I'll be like, okay.
Yeah, you're like, I'll do it my own time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I used to work in River Island, and my supervisor there used to eat shit and fucking sleep denim. And you were like, go on, wise up. She'd come out and she'd be all, we're not selling enough denims. And I'd be like,
Specific.
people don't need jeans right now.
Yeah.
And she's like, but they do. Like, we're like 70% below. Like, we need to increase. You need to sell 3 pairs of jeans today. And I'd be like, but jeans are you're going out to buy a pair of jeans. You don't go out to buy like a t-shirt and come home with a pair of jeans. Jeans are a staple item.
Yeah, I find that weird, that sort of commission side of things, or like those targets, because like you say, if I go out because I want to buy, and I never bought one of these in my life, a bandana,
Yeah.
and you have to sell jeans, and you're like, what about these? I'll be like, no, I absolutely don't want those.
Yeah.
So it's just chance.
Yeah.
It's,
Like, people are specifically looking for a pair of jeans, and she was fucking raging. But in River Island, we used to have to wear like a rule book, a book on a keyring attached to our trousers,
right.
and you'd walk around with this big thick rule book. And if say you were fucking procrastinating or walking around trying to like hide, they'd be all, what are you doing? You'd be all, just tidying up, and they'd be like, check your rule book, see what you should be doing when you're bored, and you have to like flick through the rule book and be all,
What were you supposed to do when you were bored?
just like other shit, stock check maybe,
Right.
sell jeans mostly.
Yeah. I worked in Hollister, and I just had to fold stuff.
Aye, and it
That
looked
was it.
good.
Well, I didn't need to. I never told you about this. I've said this in a podcast before. Hollister opened in Belfast, Victoria Square, and someone I know was applying for it, and I was in tech at the time. I'm going, that's a brilliant part-time job.
Yeah.
I'll be great to be part of that. Like, everyone was wearing Hollister clothes.
Everyone wanted to be.
It was you
In
thought
Hollister.
you thought you were going to be like a surfer dude from California. So I'm like, I'll have a bit of
Thought
that.
you were going to be in the movies
Exactly.
very soon.
Yeah, so I was like, I'll apply for that. And then whoever I knew was applying was really good looking, and they were like, just be aware, like, you might not get it. And I was
Right.
like, I didn't understand
No.
their employment thing, of like only employing
Only good looking people.
good looking people. So I applied, go along to this thing in Victoria Square.
It's very cocky of you, isn't it?
well,
Even to
I didn't
print out
know.
the application,
I
so
did-
cocky.
I didn't know until you do like an interview, like group interview, and
Mm.
then they take a Polaroid picture of you, and I was like,
Clothes on or off?
well, on, but I asked if I could take them off.
Yeah.
But it was weird because I was like, why is this part of the interview? Like, why are you taking, you're here now, like, why are you taking a photo of me?
Mm. Yeah.
And they
Pass it round and laugh their fucking tits off when you leave.
like the Elephant Man sequel.
What do you see us guy reckons
they-
they can work here?
Fold your t-shirt, sire. So they show, and they had 3 categories, which was
Boggin.
like front of house, which
Oh.
is you're outside the front of the shop, and you'd say, as people walked in, you'd say, what's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
Get ready
Fucking
for
hate
this.
those dicks.
Welcome to the pier. What's up, dude? Welcome to the pier.
No.
Not a pier in sight. Landlocked, right? Not a pier in sight. Victoria Square.
Landlocked.
Welcome to the pier. They were the top. Then you had like tills. No, then you had people that would walk about the shop, and they were called models.
Yes.
And they would
Everyone
just,
had that on their Facebook.
you'd walk about, and you'd literally, like, here's the thing as well, none of the clothes were hung. They were all folded in stacks.
Yeah.
So if you wanted a medium, you had to just throw off all the excess as a customer, take it off. Someone has to come along.
If you're a savage.
Yeah, but the models were just touching things up, stand there looking good. Then you had tills, right? And then there was another category below that, and this was going from good looking to not good looking, right? So the further you got down, so there was tills, and they had to be quite good looking because they're like you're buying your items off them. Then there was stock something, so they would bring things out from the back that needed redone as the shop was open.
Feels like nobody's doing much.
No one was really doing much. Then you had the job I got because, by the way, someone else couldn't do it. I was on a standby list for the bottom of the ladder, which was called, I swear to God, overnight. I was overnight staff. As soon as the shop closed, they got the good-looking people out of there. They got them to their cars.
They only allowed you to come in the dark.
Then the freak show started. And we used to
cyclopses.
We used to scuttle in and they would put bags over. They didn't, but they put potato bags over our head and sacks, and they wouldn't let the good-looking people see us. And then we would come in through a corridor of
on
ugliness.
leashes.
Yeah, and we had to bring new stock out, fold it, have it all sitting properly.
Did you and the other people that worked in the dark during the night folding shit, did you all know that you were all the most bogging of the people that had applied?
The first time we all saw each other, we realised.
We was all, fuck, I'm one of those ones. Yeah. It's like, do you know when in the X Factor or something, and they put people in groups and stuff, and then you're looking around you going, I'm fucked.
Yeah, we, I think you realise when... Because if you worked there, you wore the clothes. You wore a shirt as a guy, shirt, jeans, and...
Did they let you wear them?
Well, we were told, wear your own clothes.
Oh, yeah.
But there was a couple of people that would wear all the gear, and it's that's so naff, because you don't need to do that.
No, but they're trying to showcase themselves in front of the bosses, going, look how I look in the Hollister shit.
Plus, they're meeting up with their mates after their shift.
Yeah. I work
doing
in Hollister.
Another extra button down. It's wise up. And they're in a full Hollywood FC training kit. All right, need more hoodies.
I went to the Hollister in London one time, and I went over to the guys standing there, literally shorts, no top.
Yeah.
I don't know if they did no top here, did they, at the front door?
I don't think so. They would have got kneecapped.
His guy was in no top, covered in a fucking smog of the stuff.
The aftershave was stinking too.
His hair was
wood.
No, I actually think it's nice. His hair was done properly, no offence, at the front door. And I went over and I was all, here, excuse me. And he went, hey, welcome to the fucking pier, whatever it is.
Definitely not that.
Don't.
All right, bro.
It was in London. He was like, all right, love, welcome to the pier, whatever the fuck it is. And then Donna took my phone to and then he looked at my phone and I had Google Maps on. And I was like, I'm looking to know where Jack Wills is. I genuinely was looking for a different shop.
And when you work in Hollister, that's the ultimate insult.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like going up to the top of the till at McDonald's. All right, can I get a Whopper?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm looking for Burger King. That's a cardinal sin,
Well, I only done it to shove it up him. I'm in his fucking six pack. That intimidates me.
6 packs.
Just two people who work out too hard.
Yeah,
no, it's that's you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Not to ride me anyway.
Oh wow. 6 packs were fun back in the day. Yeah. You would that's what everyone was aiming for back in the day.
But people have moved on from that.
As soon as you hit 25,
yeah.
What are we doing?
You're all about the big balls.
What are we doing? We're not going to get asked to be wrestlers, you know what I mean?
But you don't need to be 6-packy to be a wrestler. Wrestlers is just dancing.
That's a great point.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Louis, what do you call him? Louis
Spence?
He's a wrestler.
Louis Spence is going to win the Royal Rumble this year.
Mr. Pineapple. Isn't it Pineapple Shitties?
That's his wrestling name.
I need to ask you remember when? Always. I could say, fuck me every single time. Did you not think of one?
I know I do.
Remember when what?
What?
So you have to tell me something that's happened in pop culture history that's had an impact on you. Don't tell me anything emotional or traumatic. I don't want to know.
Well, too late.
This is not therapy.
When I got the worst news of all time. One Direction were taking an indefinite break.
Oh, and then that was the end, wasn't it?
Well, I just fucking good luck to the guys, right? But at the same time, don't call it an indefinite break if you're going to split up as a band.
Know.
They knew, we're just taking a wee break. Just break up. Just end it.
Yeah.
Just end it. Just put me out of my misery.
Rip the plaster off.
Call it an indefinite break, because then I'm still no, I'm still seeing them and all. I'm running about telling people, no, they're coming back and all.
Yeah.
And they probably will come back.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be anytime soon. They're all doing different things, and I'm not really that into them.
You're not keeping up to date with it, but
no. But Harry has obviously reinvented himself and become an original artist. He is a true artist, and I think we don't even appreciate how good he is. His new album is unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's brilliant. He's authentic. He's running about and fucking his great granny's pearl necklace.
Aye.
He's wearing cardigans and flares, and he looks unbelievable.
Unreal.
What? Oh, I'd love to be friends with him or more.
I do think you could get away with wearing a wee pair of pearls. I don't
on
think
stage.
I don't think it would look out of place even right now.
Yeah.
I think it's something I think I would expect it of you.
Yeah, but
A wee feather boa.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to not intimidate. I definitely wouldn't want to intimidate Harry. I wouldn't want to copy him. You know, I wouldn't want to imitate him. I'm like,
Right.
that's Harry's doing his thing. I
Yeah.
respect him. He respects me.
Yeah.
I'm leaving him to it.
Yeah.
Then you've got who else? Niall.
Yeah.
Seems like the nicest guy of all time.
Well, at the start, I thought Niall's a bit surplus, isn't he, to this band? And actually, that fella is very important to that band.
Underrated.
He's fucking cracker.
Playing a part. Can play guitar.
Bit of crack.
A lot of his solo stuff really good too. Like, just could have gone down more of the pop side of things. He's like, listen, the music I like is like Fleetwood Mac. I like that kind of older stuff. So that's the sound I'm going for.
Yeah.
A lot of good songs. Louis don't dig his solo stuff.
I don't even know what Louis looks like in my head.
Louis Thompson.
Who's he going with? Who's he married to? Who's he got a child to?
Well, he's not, and that's what I respect about him. He's not really. He doesn't really play the fame game.
Right.
He brought out some
He
music.
can't. No one cares. Is that what it is?
Well, people. I don't. But a lot of people do. So fuck you. But he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
He's just doing his thing.
With no record deal. Like he's probably the
he
only
actually
one.
does have a record deal.
Does he?
Yeah.
Name me one song by Louis Through, or what do you call him? Louis Thompson.
Louis through my money don't wiggle wiggle.
Money don't wiggle wiggle.
No, look, Louis doing his thing. You've also got Zayn, who I'll bite my tongue because you left.
It was his fault.
Didn't know
He's
he
the
had-
Jerry. He fucked it for us all.
I think he thought solo was gonna and okay, Pillow Talk, phenomenal song.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best pop songs of the 21st century. Pillow Talk.
That is outrageous to say. Like that is outrageous.
Don't tell me I'm wrong because people can't handle the
I
truth.
wouldn't even put that in the top 100. It's not a bad song, but of the 21st century.
yeah.
No, come on.
You think of music of the noughties.
Yeah.
Oh, what's better than that? Bieber. Where are you?
Bieber is
Playing
a
it on
fucking
kazoo.
phenomenon.
I know. I actually love Bieber too. I don't know why I'm saying
Although
that.
he is the shittest ad-libber of all time. Do you ever hear him in his songs?
No.
Like he's always like, be more straightforward. And you're all, that's shit. Like that's not even the concept of the song.
I actually love Bieber. I'm not hating on him. JP, you know I'm a fan. He's a fan too of me. But Zayn, okay, and then
Who's left?
we've got Liam Payne. Did you see him in Logan Paul's podcast recently?
Absolutely. No, you showed me. Aye.
Whew. I think if the boys get back together and if me on this podcast is what brings them back together, I think as much as I want it to happen right now,
Yeah.
I want to follow them on a European tour. I want to do support for them. I want to do whatever. I want to do what they need me to do. But I think Liam needs a wee bit more time.
Right.
Just to like chill out.
Liam's the one that's gone buck fuck, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's the one that's got a child to Cheryl Cole
Yeah.
Tweety thing.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
he shares custody with Andy Cole,
Yeah.
as we've established. But like Liam needs to just in his elocution lessons because his accent is not from anywhere.
He's a wee bit South African.
Oh, he's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, he needs. Do you know what he needs? Cup of tea with me.
What he needs to do, to be fair, is they need to have a wee sit down with Little Mix. And Little Mix need to put them on the straight and narrow again because them girls is working hard. They are working.
Talking about different levels.
No.
Yeah. Let's be honest.
No, I think I would argue that they're more successful. Aye. And they're down a band member now. Them ones are having babies and getting on stage 10 minutes later. Literally 10 minutes after birth on the
Yeah.
stage.
Support coming from the placenta.
Yeah. We headphones in their child's
No,
ears.
Little Mix aren't in the same ballpark as 1D.
Do you not think so? I think
No,
they're
they don't have the
fucking
back catalogue. They have some
cracker.
great songs. They're a
Yeah.
brilliant pop band.
Yeah.
I am Louis Walsh. But honestly, when One Direction announced that hiatus, it was like, lads, call it a split and eventually get back together. But at the same time, if I'm Harry,
Yeah.
I'm not in a rush to get back. If I'm Niall, I'm not in a rush to get back. But I think if I'm
Any
the
of the
other
other
guys,
three would shit their dicks to get back.
yeah, I don't know. I also think they've now become their own people. So it's very hard to go back into a band thing where it's like you're all just the same. You're all just like part of this collective.
But it must be so hard to get famous that young because like look at Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez whenever they were together. They bought a house together when they were like 17.
Yeah, he seems to have worked it out now, Bieber.
Well, does he? He's lost his shit, I think.
No, I don't think so. I think there was a time where he was wild.
Yeah.
But he seems not in interviews or anything I've seen him in recently. He seems like a bit more relaxed. I think what happens is if you get famous at 15, 16 on a show like that, you are like frozen in that time. You stay as that age because your reality ends then and there.
I'm so grateful that I didn't make it through You're a Star because I would have been off the rails. It would have been like me and Lindsay Lohan losing our shit.
Yeah.
I'd have been just like out in Derry at like 16 years old getting papped by my ma and her wee disposable camera. I remember being about 15 and like was all like, okay, that's not going to work. I'll try and become a model. And there's these photographs that my ma took of me in all these different outfits in my back garden. And I swear to God, if they ever see the light of day.
You're Britain Ireland's Next Top Model.
Yeah, but barely.
See, for someone who did that, you don't mention it really at all. And see if it was me. See if I got anywhere near that show.
Yeah.
I would tell people that before anything when I met them.
Well, we went to Dubai as well, which is pretty fun.
Yeah.
And I remember I was talking to Sean, flirting away, texting him for a while and all to start before we like actually met in real life. And then I come on the TV and Britain Ireland's Next Top Model. It was like it had just launched.
Right.
And he was like, I've been talking to you for like a couple of weeks and you've yet to mention that you're on that show. And I was like, I'm just a humble girl.
Right.
I'm just that's how I've been raised.
Yeah.
Just real humble.
Yeah.
It's like growing up, I think did I tell you before, my daddy used to pretend that he wrote all the songs in the radio.
No, but I like that.
Yeah. A song used to come on the radio. My dad would be like, that's not one of mine.
Right.
And I'd be like out with my friends being all...
Weird that you believe this at an age where you were out.
Yeah, no, like 18. I was like, out, fat man's go, bills, my ass.
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah,
and
you're like, oh, daddy does it again.
Not even have a car then? I'd be like, we're being humble, bitches. We're
just my neck, my back, and you're like, weirdly, my dad wrote this.
Yeah. But it was an ode to my ma. That's how they be. You're on tour at the minute, isn't that right?
Yeah. When? Tonight?
Like
no, Thursday.
All over the place, obviously.
Yeah. I've done one date at the point of recording this. I've done one date.
How'd it go?
It was maybe the best tour show I've ever done in my life.
Was it?
And I don't say, honestly, if I have like a bad show, I'll say I had a bad show. If I didn't really enjoy a show, I'm not going to say I didn't really enjoy it, but I'm not going to say it was good. Anyone who's at that Ballymena show will know how much I enjoyed it. And it was, I'm going to put some clips out from it. It was phenomenal. The best.
So good. Where are you trying to sell tickets for that's a bit slower? That's probably where my demographic's going to be.
The tour is sold out bar one opera. There's tickets there of the whole tour. There's tickets there for 2 opera house shows.
Yeah.
2 matinee shows.
Right.
But one I think is gone, and the other one has a couple of hundred tickets left.
Okay, so you need to go on to goh.co.uk and get tickets for your tour show.
Yeah.
Tickets to my show Bridesmaid, which is in October, and also my new show that just got released, Home Alone, which is a Christmas show. This Christmas, obviously, that's when they go on.
Well, you've got the Christmas to get those, but my
no, because if you don't get them now, my mum might buy them all,
right,
and just be the only person in the audience.
Oh, right, she wouldn't even dish them out. She'd just go herself.
Oh no, she just goes. She's a selfish bitch. She'd be there on her own. I'm not even in it.
Yeah, I want to get to that point where I have enough money to buy tickets for like when Dave's doing Ulster Hall. I want to buy all the tickets and just go myself.
Yeah, as a full
and make
prank.
him do the show.
Yeah, with no clothes on.
Yeah,
both of these.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Well, he's doing that anyway.
Yeah, you make him feel comfortable. Thanks very much for coming on the podcast.
Oh, no worries.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for having me. Get the boys back together. One Direction. This is a plea. This is a personal plea, boys. Get back at it. You can still do your other stuff. Make 1D the side project, but get back at it. You just have some brilliant songs. You have to
stop saying 1D. It's so dirty.
Well, that's what we call them.
Dirty wee fans.
Well, we know what we're at. But yeah, boys, get back at it. Be great to see. Love your solo stuff. Zane. Behave yourself.
More importantly, go to goh.co.uk and buy all the tickets.
Yeah, Liam, get your head sorted out, brother. Give me a shout if you want to have a cup of tea or a coffee or whatever. We can talk about it.
Yeah,
I think I could be a good friend to him.
Okay.